to the New York City's emergency management warehouse. He's explaining to us why it's so important to have a ventilator. What are the steps on a person that has like coronavirus?
As simple as that. Some people are going to go through a really tough time with this disease, but if we have enough personnel, if we have enough equipment, they will survive. But in the
So we
absence of
so we have New York City has the equipments to fight this when fight it in numbers, because that's the problem. In Italy, we have 600 people that randomly at the same time they lose breath. You have no equipment, you have no mask. It's even worse if you don't have no mask, which is the most essential and simple thing.
Dr. Mitch Katz, the CEO,
Good job, New York City.
all our hospitals, all our public
This is
hospitals.
amazing.
And just days ago, he was talking
It's making me proud that I have a picture with this man. I know Mr. Mayor.
shipment of 400
We shared coronavirus before.
But as the commissioner said, it's going to buy us days. It's not necessarily going to buy us weeks or months. It's going to buy us days given the growth of this crisis. So right now, these ventilators are going to go out to our public hospitals, but we need a lot more where that came from because we just heard from the doctors. Even if they had to wait minutes, they could lose a life that they could have saved, and we cannot let that happen. So this is my appeal again to the federal government to ensure that we get a lot more. We need thousands more ventilators here in New York City to stay ahead of the curve of this disease and to save lives that can be saved. With that, I think we're going to actually get to see these things ship out. So who's going to be coming in to start to move these out to the hospitals? Are they ready?
Yo, DiBlasio out here doing that show business, show business. This nigga DiBlasio out here doing show business, yo. He out here showing us the motion. New York City's like, yo, we don't need your help. We don't need your help, son. Don't need your help. But look what you could have been doing yourself. Nah. Like, even though FEMA did collaborate with New York City, so most likely this is a collaboration. Let's hope this is a collaboration from the White House. Let's hope this is not just the city trying to get their own equipments. Let's hope it's the federal government. Oh, whoever's the videographer right now sucks. You better control that before you too close to those old men. Don't be too close to those old men. Damn, DiBlasio literally went to a warehouse at 9 in the morning. Some gangster stuff, bro. I love it. I love it. I love it. That's commercials right there. Oh no, forget DiBlasio, the mayor. I see DiBlasio, the senator, or the congressman DiBlasio. Wow, I like this style, Mr. DiBlasio. So we have ventilators that are being delivered to Jacob Javits. Jacob Javits is a comfort center in New York City, and it's being converted into the biggest hospital because one good thing about Jacob Javits is made out of glass, and there's a lot of circulation because there's no roof on Jacob Javits. It's just a glass dome. The most expensive investment of the city. It was supposed to be $100 million, and it turned out to be almost $750 million of repairment because the glass breaks every 3 seconds, and they had to do a major reconstruction inside of it. So it was a failure. It was a cute little box that looked retarded. Copacabana next door used to make more people than that place. I think Copacabana is back, but it's not the same Copacabana. Damn, look at the Blasio. Is this live? Oh, this is live. They coming live. They're out here not playing. New Yorkers are sleeping still. Let's go to their ABC News. Actually, you could just stay on ABC News the whole time because ABC News has a lot of good info. Sorry. So as we seeing, so this is the live stream of Bill De Blasio currently putting the trucks. He's not promising things. Homie showing me where is the distribution. He's telling me where is it leaving, where we gonna send it to. So the New York City trailer is currently leaving. I believe that's Kings County Hospital on some gangster stuff, bro. Some gangster like Bill De Blasio out here working early, bro. Respect to the mayor, man. Working early in the morning. He's doing what the governor of Florida is afraid to do. It's crazy. Crazy. So yeah, the live feed is gone. Well, that was some good footage from Mayor Bill De Blasio. I ain't gonna lie. I like that. I like that. I like that. I respect that. He did. He's really like on it, man. You know.
hydroxychloroquine with the Zithromax. That's the drug combination that the president's been talking about. The FDA approved New York State Department of Health to proceed with an experimental drug, again on a compassionate care basis. But what it does is it takes the plasma from a person who has been infected with the virus, processes the plasma, and injects the antibodies into a person who is sick. And there have been tests that show when a person is injected with the antibodies, that then stimulates and promotes their immune system against that disease. It's only a trial. It's a trial for people who are in serious condition, but the New York State Department of Health has been working on this with some of New York's best healthcare agencies, and we think it shows promise, and we're going to be starting that this week. There's also work on a serological drug where you test the antibodies of a person and see if they have the virus already. We all believe thousands and thousands of people have had the virus and self-resolved. If you knew that, you would know who is now immune to the virus and who you can send back to work, etc. On the drug therapy,
So yeah, have you heard Dan Patrick on your death? It's crazy. Let's see if this number went up. Everyone's talking about Dan Patrick's on-air death. Everyone is talking about Dan Patrick's on-air death plea. Patrick's Lieutenant Governor of Texas, touched off an outpouring of anger when he declared to Tucker Carlson that people like him, grandparents in their twilight years, should risk death so people can can stop social distancing to avert economic calamity. Why has this touched such a core on social media? I submit is because it raptures something essential about President Trump, his response to coronavirus, and the vision of responsibilities to one another, underlying and more accurately the lack of any such a vision. Patrick noted that it's time to get back to work, adding that seniors such as him should be willing to be sacrificed if necessary so our children don't lose our whole country to an economic collapse. No one reached out to me and said, as senior citizens, are you willing to take a chance of your survival in exchange for keeping the America that all America loves for your grandchildren and great grandchildren's? Uh, and if that is a chance, I'm all in. This is a driving. This is driving all the attention, but crucial aspects of Patrick's plea continue to elude us. He was offering his best argument in defense of Trump's evolving position on what his governments and our society should be in response to coronavirus. Right now, Trump is actively considering relaxing federal recommendations on social distancing. As Trump put it, we cannot let the cure be worse than the problem itself. Health experts are screaming warning. As Tom Ingles, the director of Johns Hopkins Center of Health, powerfully argues, the failure to test has dramatically undercounted the true number of those infected. This plus a looming exponential surge in cases almost certainly means that if we don't continue major social distancing, our health system will soon be overwhelmed. Indeed, the World Health Organization is who's warning that a major acceleration, this plus a looming exponential surge in cases, almost certainly means that if we don't continue major social distancing, our health system will soon be overwhelmed. And is who's warning that a major acceleration could turn the U.S. into a next coronavirus global epicenter. But Trump plainly wants to ward off the coming economic downturn, no matter the cost, because he fears for his re-election, as the New York Times reports. Mr. Trump, who watched as a record economic expansion and booming stock market that served as the basis of this re-election campaign, evaporated in a matter of weeks. The president became engaged with the discussion on Sunday evening after watching television reports and hearing from various business officials and outside advisors who were agitating for an end of the shutdown. Indeed, Matthew Gaetz documents, documents. Trump may have adopted the idea that a cure is worse than the disease, almost verbatim from a segment of Fox News, which has pushed the line relentlessly. Dan Patrick's plea to Carson was inspired by Trump himself. As Patrick noted, his heart is lifted by Trump suggesting that it might be time to go back to work. We got a choice. Hey, shout out to GoSec A King. Shout outs to you. Shout outs to you, bro. We got a choice here. We're going to be in total collapse in our society if this goes another several months. There's there's there won't be any jobs to come back, as the president said. The mortality rate is so low, Patrick concluded. We have to shut down the country? Trump has not said the elderly should be prepared to sacrifice their lives, as Patrick did, but Trump's framing of the broader choice at hand is very much like Patrick's. We must get back to work because we see the risk of pose to our economy by social economic distancing as more intolerable than the risk of relaxing it. So these people are willing to sacrifice old people. Basically, he's like, as an old person, I'm willing to sacrifice myself for my grandkids. No, you're losing money, so you just saying all this hula. You could say that because you're a senator and you work for the government and you have pretty good health care. Other people are not gonna say that. Other people that like, nah, that's some bull crap. But the virus is so underlying cause of the threat of the economy. Indeed, is worse than this, as Will Wilkerson argues. The current Trump-Patrick line is that we should risk millions for more dying, even though we only been guessing that relaxing social distancing will help the economy, when in fact the mountain deaths will take their own economic toll. But in a way, the very inter indeterminate nature of the guesswork by Patrick and Trump alike is what captures an essential truth about Trump's handling of this whole disaster. We don't have to accept his choice. What Trump is really proposing here and what Patrick is justifying is a further washing of hands of responsibility for the whole affair. We don't have to choose between unbearably high mass deaths totals and economic collapse that dooms the American experience. The government can send people money in sufficient sums and fortify the welfare state to save them from personal economic calamity while bailing out a small large of businesses with tight conditions and sagely protect taxpayers and working people. And as it happens, Trump and both parties appears too close to a deal doing this, but Democrats had to drag Trump towards conditions on bailouts and drag Republicans towards spending enough on protecting individuals. The things might not stave off recession, but they will mitigate the effects, and surely the results will be worth living through the avert countless additional deaths. We could do more to mitigate those effects if Trump and Republicans, and to a lesser extent Democrats, were willing. The federal government done this what could have done this while also offering a robust response to the crisis from the outset at itself will have minimized deaths. But Trump didn't do this because he for taking coronavirus seriously would rattle the markets in peril. Indeed, Trump's failure to take coronavirus seriously continues right now. He still won't use federal government in the matter he should to get private companies to supply equipment. In that concept is that we should view directed that people get back to work. Oh my God, what a jackass. What a nincompoop. What a nincompoop. The president is a nincompoop. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like. I'm gonna leave Al Jazeera in English.
It's hard to manage your workload, especially when your team doesn't know who's working on what.
$150 off your best deal. Trade in your current vehicle and get out of your lease up to
3 months. Users saying that's the time period that they need, to flatten the curve.
Liz, talk us through the implementation of this nationwide lockdown. We're talking enormous logistics and resources required here.
China's Hubei province, where the coronavirus outbreak began, is to ease travel restrictions as been under lockdown since January, when the government shut down roads, railways and airports. The Indian government is urging hundreds of millions of people to stay home, locking down nearly every state. Domestic flights are now banned, as well as people travelling into India. Soldiers in Spain have found elderly patients in retirement homes abandoned and, in worst cases, dead in their beds. The military was sent to disinfect care homes in one of Europe's worst-hit countries. Spain's defense minister says the government will come down hard on retirement homes found guilty.
I know the majority of fulfilling their duties, they pay attention, but listen, this has to be said. The army, in some of their visits to the care centers, has seen elderly people completely abandoned, even dead in their beds.
The number of deaths in Italy, where the death toll has passed 6,000, has declined for a second straight day. The UK has now joined the countries under lockdown. It'll be in place for the next 3 weeks. France is entering a second week of lockdown as coronavirus cases and deaths continue to rise. The French government is urging people to be disciplined and stay indoors to stop the spread. 100,000 police officers have been deployed to enforce the restrictions. US President Donald Trump says he's considering how the country can reopen for business as soon as possible, despite a rapidly growing rate of infections. On Monday, US politicians again failed to pass $1 trillion stimulus package. And the closure of many non-essential businesses in Australia has led to an estimated 1 million people losing their jobs overnight. The government is scrambling to provide financial help, but experts warn that many businesses won't recover from the crisis. And Zimbabwe has reported its first death from the pandemic just days after confirming the first cases in the country.
students, and all of us a thing or two about learning on the fly.
But where did Kristen today one?
Kristen's living in Al Jazeera, New York.
Well, the
Well, the
Syrian
Syrian
government
government
has
has
now
now
imposed
imposed
curfews and
curfews and
banned
banned
public
public
transport
transport
after
after
it
it
confirmed
confirmed
its
its
first
first
case
case
of
of
coronavirus.
coronavirus.
The health
The
minister
health
says
minister says
all
all
necessary
necessary
measures
measures
have
have
been
been
taken,
taken
and
and
the
the
20-year-old
20-year-old
woman
woman
is
is
in
in
quarantine.
quarantine.
There have been
There have been unconfirmed reports of infections for weeks, but authorities
have
have been denying a
cover-up.
cover-up. Humanitarian groups say a major outbreak in Syria could be catastrophic.
Now, returning
Now,
to other
returning to
news,
other
and
news,
the
and the
Israeli
Israeli
High
High
Court
Court
of
of
Justice has
Justice
ordered the
has ordered
Speaker
the
of the
Speaker of the
Parliament to
Parliament
allow
to
the Blue and
allow the
White
Blue and
Party
White Party
to
to hold a
his
vote on his
replacement.
replacement.
Yuli
Yuli
Edelstein
Edelstein has refused to convene the Knesset and to hold a vote following the swearing-in of the new Parliament.
Critics say
Critics say
close
close
ally
ally
of
of
Prime
Prime
Minister
Minister Benjamin
Netanyahu,
Netanyahu,
Edelstein,
Edelstein,
is
is
paralysing the government as the vote
vote
could
could
weaken the
Prime
Prime Minister's
Minister's
hold
hold
on
on
power.
power.
Now, earlier
Now,
this
earlier
month,
this month,
opposition
opposition
leader
leader
Benny
Benny
Gantz
Gantz
was
was
tasked
tasked
to
to
form
form
a
a
new
new
government.
government.
Now, the United
Now, the United
States
States
is to cut
is to
$1
cut
billion in
$1
aid to
billion in aid to
Afghanistan
Afghanistan
after the
after
Afghan
the Afghan
president and his
president and his
political
political
rival
rival
failed to
failed to
form a
form a
new
new
government.
government.
Secretary of
Secretary
State
of
Mike
State
No
Mike
Pompeo
live
Pompeo
stream.
planned
Do it
during
on
an
night.
unannounced visit to Kabul.
He strongly
He strongly
Perfected.
criticized both President
Who's more
Ashraf Ghani and
professional?
his rival Abdullah for failing to work together and for potentially threatening a US-led peace deal with the Taliban.
There have been
There
mass
have been mass
protests
protests
in
in
Guinea
Guinea
after
after
a
a controversial referendum
and
and
parliamentary
parliamentary
vote.
vote.
Opposition
Opposition
groups
groups
there
there
are
are
accusing
accusing
President
President
Alpha
Alpha
Conde
Conde
of trying to
of trying to amend the Constitution
so he can
so he can
extend
extend his
his
stay in
office
office
for
for
12
12
years.
years.
Protesters have
Protesters have
attacked
attacked
several
several polling
polling
stations in the capital, Conakry, delaying the start of voting in some districts.
Now,
Now,
64
64 Ethiopian migrants have been found dead in a truck container.
They
They
died
died
from
from
asphyxiation.
asphyxiation.
14
14
others
others who were in the same container did survive.
Now, these
Now,
migrants
these
were
migrants were
discovered when the driver
was
was
stopped by
stopped by police
police
in the
in the southern African country of Mozambique.
Local
Local health workers believe they were being smuggled into South Africa.
Now, the
Now, the co-creator of the beloved French comic book series Asterix
has
died aged 92.
Albert
Albert
Udezo,
Udezo, first illustrated a legend who wrote the comics depicting the adventures of a warrior in Roman-occupied ancient Gaul. They've since sold hundreds of millions of copies worldwide, but also inspired multiple films and even two theme parks. Udezo's family says he died of a heart attack completely unrelated to coronavirus.
Well, those are the headlines. Do remember that you can follow the news on Al Jazeera here.
Frank assessments.
The one good thing about these bushfires is it's really woken up the politics of climate change.
Informed opinions.
The economy, I think, is actually what's keeping Donald Trump afloat right now.
Critical debate.
People on the streets don't even know what this law is all about.
This argument is astonishingly patronizing.
In-depth analysis of the day's headlines.
This is the beginning for new Iraq, of a new conscious and aware youth that stood up against an ethnic sectarian quota.
Inside story on Al Jazeera.
Latin America is a region of wonder, of joy, of tragedy, and yes, of violence. But it doesn't matter where you are, you have to be able to relate to the human condition.
Opposition deputies are trying to break their way into the National Assembly.
I've been covering all of Latin America for most of my career, but no country is alike. It's my job to shed light on how and why.
UN fact-finders accused the Burmese military of genocide.
This is a political accusation.
Do you believe Narendra Modi is a fascist?
Of course, I think don't have horns on their heads.
Would you both recognize that both sides have legitimate grievances against the other?
Climate justice is the foundation of climate action. And that is why the polluters must be.
Hard-hitting debate up front on Al Jazeera. From the Al Jazeera London Broadcast Centre, two special guests in conversation. When you stay alive and your time has become still fact. You then can create whatever narrative you want, unprompted, uninterrupted.
And I realized I was working for Hollywood people, being a part of actually creating it.
Maria Ressa meets Christopher Wiley, the death of journalism
international filmmakers. Al Jazeera sets the stage.
Each of the children wouldn't be alive if the line is alive. If the line is dead, everybody is dead.
Global experts.
You're kidding? We're gonna let the planet go to ruin because we're not doing these obvious things?
Open your eyes to an alternative view of the world today on Al Jazeera.
This is Al Jazeera.
Hello there, I'm Mick Clark. This is a news hour live from Doha. Coming up in the next 60 minutes, the Olympic Games in Tokyo are being postponed by a year following the global spread of the coronavirus. India's 1. Which is again, and more than 5,000 health workers are infected. Easing restrictions where the outbreak began in the Chinese province of Hubei will allow some people to start travelling again.
Oh, yeah, cool.
The December is called, as you heard, the 2020 Olympic Games in Tokyo are off. We'll look at what it means for the athletes. We will now have to wait until 2021. And more later this news hour.